Phoenix, Arizona was once a small, quiet, dusty western town. So you can imagine the joy of Jimmy and Smitty Hensley on May 20th, 1954, when their baby daughter was born. They named her Cindy Lou. Cindy's new dad was a true American patriot. He joined the Army Air Corps as soon as his age would allow, borrowed money just to buy his uniform, then became a decorated World War II B-17 bombardier. He flew in the same squadron as the Memphis Belle, was shot down 3 times and seriously injured the last time as the plane ditched in the English Channel. But Jim made it home safely and met Smitty, his beautiful and spirited bride-to-be, at a USO dance in Memphis. Not long after, he brought his Southern Belle back to Arizona. Jim and Smitty were the greatest generation, the generation that accomplished big things and grew strong on big dreams. In 1955, Jim and Smitty sold everything they owned, borrowed all they could, and scraped together $10,000 to buy the distribution rights for a company new to Arizona. It was called Anheuser-Busch. Well, the rest is history. Great products, hard work, a commitment to each other and to little Cindy Lou added up to building one of the largest Anheuser-Busch distributorships in the country. Cindy Lou Hensley. She got all the attention of her father. He took her on treks in the Arizona wilderness and camping along the Mexican border. They were truly best friends. Jim and Smitty desperately wanted Cindy to go to college, so off she went. When she earned her master's in special education from the University of Southern California, Cindy became the first person in her family to ever graduate from college. Then she came home to Arizona and taught special needs kids of migrant farm workers in the little town of Avondale. In 1979, with her parents at a Navy cocktail party in Hawaii, a handsome captain came up and introduced himself. His name was John McCain. He was the Navy's chief liaison to the Senate in Washington. He was 41, but told Cindy he was 37. She was 24, but told him she was 27. It was love at first sight. In 1980, they were married, and she introduced John to his new home of Arizona. She gave birth to Megan in 1984, John the Fourth, called Jack in 1986, and Jimmy in 1988. The same year Jimmy was born, Cindy founded the American Voluntary Medical Team, a nonprofit group that organizes doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals. In 1991, she camped in the Kuwait Desert 5 days after the end of the Gulf War to take medical supplies to refugees. In Bangladesh that year, she found a special baby girl in Mother Teresa's orphanage and brought her back to the United States for surgery on her cleft palate that could save her life. On the flight home, she decided she couldn't part with her. When she came out of the plane holding the little girl, John asked, "Where's she going?" Cindy just said, "To our house." John nodded. "Yeah, I thought so." Cindy has seen and smelled the death of genocide, helped treat wounds resulting from landmines and war. She wrapped her helpless arms around children dying from malnutrition and has been humbled watching the strength of others in their quest for freedom. She watched with fear pride, honor, and tears while her son Jimmy left for combat in Iraq. Like every mother whose son is at war, Cindy lived to hear his voice. She kept her phone in her hands so she wouldn't miss his call. She's been around the world just trying to do her best to honor her father, whom she remembers as considerate, generous, thoughtful, kind, devoted, humorous, and passionate about his country. She shares his love of life. Cindy became a pilot and shares her passion for fast cars with her sons. She even got her wrenches out and built a few race cars. Cindy and her son Jack might just have the only mother-son drift racing team in existence. Her father was the inspiration. John McCain encouraged her to go far beyond what she thought she could do, helped her find her path to serving a cause greater than herself. But it is Cindy McCain who gets in, rolls her sleeves up, and accomplishes miraculous, life-changing things for others in places around the world few would dare to go. Not a day goes by since the loss of both her parents that Cindy doesn't think of her father's simple Western words. Just leave this earth a better place than when you got here. Well, she's off to a darn good start.